Well, we're over at the yard getting our ballast, and this is a hands-on cottage industry type of build for hollow blocks, and you can see they turn out a ton of stuff like this. And how they do it, they mix up the mix. They do the mix right there, right next to the machine, which does have a motor. And the motor vibrates it, it agitates it, and that little square on the top there is what you'll see. See how they do it in a minute. So you can see that the guy shovels into that square box, and that square box purpose is to evenly distribute that mix into the mold. There you go. Very simple, hard work, but it does work. And two guys working like this can turn out a ton of hollow blocks. There we go. Once they tamp it down, they can pull it up. 3 blocks at a time. So now the thing about this is that once those blocks come out, obviously they're not dried, so they have to be carried very carefully and laid out. And they're laid out over there. One with the net. So here's another 3 coming out. Same thing. One coming with but it does work. Now this is hard work. We come here mainly for the ballast. We go to our friend Edgar for the hollow block, simply because we feel that we owe our loyalty, but he can't deliver the ballast in the time frames that we have, so we usually come and pick. Now we're picking up, especially with this incredibly heavy rainfall that we've had over the last few days. The water is everywhere and the land cannot handle it, so we've been forced into that position where we have to pick up the ballast in bags and actually get it to the site ourselves. My poor little truck is really suffering. So now here we are. Look at that. How many minutes has it taken to make 9 blocks? Just a few minutes. So they're turning them out pretty fast. But of course that's not allowing the time that it took to mix up, get the ballast sand to the site, get that mix all handled and ready to go into the machine. So there's extra time for that. So these guys work very, very hard, and you can see it when the sun is out and they're all in shorts and they're stripped to the waist. Boy, they'd have to save up between them to get a pound of fat. It just doesn't exist on these fellas. See, he's treating those blocks very, very carefully. Now, depending on how good the mix is, those blocks will be quality or not, and it does vary from one place to another. They all work on a machine that's very, very similar to that, if not exactly like that, but it's the mix. If it doesn't have the right combination of cement, sand and ballast, the blocks are no good. They can be broken just being delivered to the site, even though they dried out. But of course, you can see there's a terrific output of blocks. Now all of this stock will be turned over. It will be sold because so much building is going on in the area. So the blocks don't get a terrific amount of time to dry out properly. And that means that they're easily cracked, they're easily broken. Okay, that's it. We're waiting now for our bag. Whether you can see, I'll show you in the mirror. Those are our bags that we're going to back up and get now. Okay, well, on to the next.